Hey Mark, how's it going?
Good. How are you?
Good.
Good.
So we're in the 10th of April,
Yes, we are.
and we were kind of just doing, well, you know what? I saw an article, okay, which made me kind of wonder, like, what are the sales doing right now?
Hmm.
Because you kind of pay attention, but you don't see the overall, meaning you see the sale, sale, you see listings come up,
Hmm.
but overall, how's it looking? So I'm going to show you this article, which kind of shocked me. Toronto area home sales down in March. Competition hikes prices up from the Toronto Real Estate Board.
Yeah, we were up 3% in March, but I don't know, right? I mean, like a friend.
They're saying they were down 4.5% from last year, but there was enough competition between buyers that the average home price rose moderately year over year. So uh this year 6,560 sold, last year 6,868.
Hmm.
And the board noted that the years they were down, they thought, because of Good Friday falling within March rather than April.
Right. Well, they'd feel it more than we would because look at the size of that market. And I like how they use moderately. When I was looking at some numbers today, as I was telling you earlier, prices are very flat to last year.
Yeah, they are.
Like if people think that we're in a full demand market, even at the low range that we know that's hot, that 6 to 7 range, we're not. We're not there. We're just stabilized. We're just flat.
Well, so apparently the affordability is still a major challenge, and they're saying even with forecasts that the Bank of Canada will likely lower its key interest rate later in the year, many people will still find themselves priced out of the market.
Well, I'll push play on this because I watched this before coming. This is Tiff talking about keeping the Bank of Canada. And you watch what he says here. You'll be able to hear this, I think.
Very recent. We need to be assured it's not just a temporary dip. In the months ahead, we will be closely watching the evolution of core inflation. And we will remain focused on the balance between demand and supply in the economy, inflation expectations, wage growth, and corporate pricing behavior as indicators of where inflation is headed. To
Well,
conclude,
there we go.
we've come a long way in the fight against inflation, and recent progress is encouraging.
He went on at the beginning to talk about that they expect real estate prices to be rising.
Yes. So I read another article yesterday that said the Bank of Canada is very concerned with, here, I'll stop share for 1 second. The Bank of Canada is very concerned about raising interest rates or lowering interest rates and having a big influx of real estate prices, listings, and the prices starting to go up again.
Well, that's gonna happen though. Like that's just
But
goes hand.
they're scared of that. So they're saying, we're going to keep the interest rate and be very careful on even lowering it and watch what happens, because they're scared that it's going to make the market spike.
It's going to. How much? I don't know. I don't think big time, quarter point, but I think the sentiment will change and make people feel better about things, but I don't think it's going to do a heck of a lot for people buying higher priced properties.
Well, no, because this article that from the CBC, they're even saying that they're still saying that even with a little bit of a decrease, people still can't afford it.
100%.
So I'm going to share the our numbers. So I thought, after I saw this article, what are we actually like? What are our numbers so far in the month of April?
Yeah.
And I was actually appalled because we're down like 40% over the first 10 days of last year. So this year, we have 42 sales. Last year, 70.
Yeah. And I noticed that too on some other ranges that I was playing around with today too. Like the sales were off close to that amount, even low ranges. And again, the seasonality of how our business does play a role. I mean, we've seen this, play out February, March in some areas, but you know, as we get closer to May and a spring market, there is going to be more competition in a sense for more listings in a sense, more than not competition, but there's going to be more listings out there. I think the buyers.
Well, yeah, so listen, we still have 446 list actives,
Yep.
and between 600 and 700, 17 sold,
Yep.
700 and 800, 10,
Mhm.
8 to 9, 7,
Mhm.
9 to 1,000,000, 3, and 1,000,000 and over 4. So, I mean, it's just a progression, right? Of
Yeah.
the lower the price, the higher the sales. And Innisfil's almost flat,
Oh, they got, those are Innisfil numbers right now too for,
18 and 19.
okay, yeah. And they've been flat, pretty flat for the last couple months in a way, right?
Yeah,
Not, which is better. For a while, they were underwater.
yeah,
So, you know, that is a little bit interesting for sure.
isn't
Yeah.
it? Well, and I mean the Barrie numbers like that shocked me.
Hmm. Hmm.
When I saw the article, I thought, "Oh, well, I'm gonna, I wonder what the berries like what we're doing in April," because actually Easter this year was in March,
Yep. Yep.
and last year it was in April, the beginning of April.
So a little bit of a,
Well,
not
so
a,
if anything, we should have been higher this year and the first couple
yeah,
weeks.
I know. Yeah. And again, it just seems like we had, March kind of, we got some winter back in March, and then really, so we had a handful of decent days in April so far, right? And like, I mean, when I was walking the waterfront, even early this morning, it was a little cooler, but it was nice. But the days before, let me tell you, it was busy out there. Everybody was, you should have seen the downtown, it was jammed with people.
I know. I
So
know.
people are just loving that sunshine. So it's going to be interesting to see. I'm always a big opponent and saying, okay, great. We know the market was pretty much, compared to last year on track in a sense. We're not seeing great price growth, but it's let's see what's going to happen in May when there's a bit more listings come abroad and see how that inventory gets, taken up.
Well,
Right.
another thing I want to talk about. So he says his advice to clients is that they may need to look farther out in the Greater Toronto area for affordable home prices if they are set on staying nearby. He pointed to Scarborough as an area where prices for condominium apartments are more feasible. It's kind of a terrible cliche, but you drive until you're qualified.
Yeah,
People are moving to other parts of the province where it's more affordable. In some cases, people are moving to other provinces.
correct.
So I kind of see normally, and you do too, that if Toronto is dead, like we're dead.
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. Yeah.
Because Barrie, Innisfil, us northern communities, if you can't afford Toronto, you're coming here.
Oh, huge, huge. And we've seen tons of people move up in our area for the last many, many years. I
That's
don't
all
think
that's moving here.
that's right. It's not Barrie people buying Barrie properties anymore. That's gone 10 years ago. So, but, will they, again, it just becomes an affordability issue and what people want to, kind of.
The issue is, Mark, if they're not selling there, they're not coming here.
Oh no, well, for sure. And I don't think, yeah, we do see some people that are downsizing, right? Saying we want to go to the city, we sick of it. We can, we can put some more money away for retirement, but going up here, we maybe work from home. But that commuter driving that 400 today, wow, at the price of fuel. And where's the fuel price going from here? Oil was up again today because I watched the markets, and oil was up. It's coming. Oil rises 1%, 86.25. You
Yeah,
know,
like the issue is if they sell there, even if they have a little townhouse or whatever, they're getting a mansion here for that, right?
depending where they are, yeah,
Townhouses there are over $1,000,000
yeah.
everywhere.
You can buy a nice home. You should pull up what $1,000,000 can buy you right now in Barrie. I can tell you. Pull it up. I'll chat. Pull it up and see how far that $1,000,000 goes up here. $1,000,000. They can't find a detached down there for $1,000,000 in a decent area. You should sure find $1,000,000 house here in Barrie for a $1 million in a really nice area.
Well, and the issue is that if the mortgage is coming up for renewal and they can't afford the freaking payment, then coming here, it's a safety net for people because now their mortgage goes down,
Yeah, yeah.
right?
And yeah, and I wonder too, right? You know what I mean? No one's kind of up trading in a sense that, hey, we need something bigger. People are kind of, depending on when they bought, they don't want to cautiously take on more mortgage debt. But I think when those rates do come down, we will see some people trading up property types, need bigger home. I think there's a good group of people sitting on the fence going, we're not doing nothing until we see rates come down. We're not willing to take on more mortgage debt at these rates. And I don't blame them. Right. I
Yeah, and
would.
I think, well, the other thing is that if your mortgage, they say 73% are coming up in 2025. So if your mortgage is coming up on a home and you can't afford the mortgage, coming here and putting $200,000 or $300,000 against it, it's manageable now.
Manageable. And if we're talking because I really don't think there's going to be big progression in the rate drops in 2024. There's going to be some, but it's not going to make a dent. But come 2025, what's that look like? Looking that far ahead. Well, there's fucking cracks right now in the economy where the job numbers came out last Friday where we were expected to gain 20,000 jobs in Canada. We lost 2,200. Whoa. Like, wow. My brother, I had dinner with Mike last night. We're talking. He says, yeah, my buddy just lost his job. Whoa. He was in food service or some seafood company or whatever. Hey, got to cut back here. Interesting. So there's a 6-figure salary gone out the door, right?
Mhm.
Another prospective client a couple of months ago. Yeah, I got my severance package. 13 years at the company making 120K down at the end of March. Wow. So I think we're going to see some hurting people with some of those big jobs. So how many cracks more in the economy are we going to see in April, May, and June? I don't know. Where's oil going? I don't know.
Well, and I mean, I think that even a quarter of a point or a half a point, it's not going to make a big enough difference to do much. I don't think.
It's not. I'm in your camp. It's not. And I think I told you going to Costco yesterday about four things. We talked about $65. $65?
I know.
Like, Jesus Christ, it's just me. And I don't, I usually skip lunch in a way. Like, it's just unbelievable. So what do you got pulled up?
So between 950 and 1.1,
Yeah,
we have 71.
yeah, they got a lot of choice. Sure wouldn't find that in Toronto.
No, this is Innisfil, really nice area, Versailles.
Yeah.
989. I mean, it's nice.
Yeah. Yeah.
Could use some paint. It's not that big though.
No, that price kind of high. But
Fully
finished.
finished. But I
Yeah.
mean, considering what they were probably living in a townhouse, like you can't buy a townhouse for 989 down there,
Yeah. You can. I'm
right?
sure you
Like,
not the greatest area, but yeah, you sure can't buy that down there or this down there for that price.
no, I'm trying to take a look. So Cypress Point, it's in the Ardagh area. Like comparative, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah, that'd probably be 1.4 down there.
All day long, yeah. I was showing some townhouses down there, and I'm telling you, like
Expensive.
what you're getting for $1 million, it's scary.
Scary.
It's
Yeah.
flipping scary.
Yeah.
And I think you're gonna see more of that. But the problem is if the sales down there are low, then and they're not and stuff isn't selling, then everybody's slower, right? Because that's where the exodus is. And they're coming here.
Well, yeah, and I got friends down there too, and they say things like $1 million goes every day of the week. It's like our 6 to 7 price point here. It's gone, right? Competition, multiple bids. They're not seeing crazy numbers over, you know what I mean, the market value at all, but there's strong demand down there for that price point. But the 1.5, 1.6, 1.7, lots to choose from.
Yeah, this neighborhood is the one that client of mine bought a new build in, and it's well, he's upset at how far away it is from the school and how far away it is from everybody. So you
Do your
gotta
do your research, right?
yeah, you gotta watch those things.
Gotta watch. No, it's gonna be interesting to see what happens. And I hate to sound like a Debbie Downer all the time, but I just, we need some relief in rates. And I think, we need some, I'm just worried about where these food costs are going from. Like I saw on TikTok the other day where a politician, and he didn't say where he was from, but in Southern Ontario, was filming. It's one of the people live in the community, has a business, obviously, and maybe it was a farm. I don't know. Didn't really say. The amount of carbon tax that he is paying is massive. You got to see it. I almost fell over when I saw the bill. I almost fell over.
Wow.
Are you kidding me?
Well, I was telling you I was gonna make this beet salad, right? So I went and I needed goat cheese and cranberries. I bought goat cheese. I could show you the package. It's this big. It was $7.
Go get it. It'd be nice to show it.
Honestly, I'm like, you've got to be kidding me right now.
Yeah. People are going to keep tightening and tightening their belts, right? It's coming. Some already have.
Okay, so here's the 2 ingredients I needed, all right?
$7?
Mark, this is the size of my phone.
That's expensive.
And it's no name.
Yeah, I see that PC brand.
$7, and it is half the size of your phone. And these cranberries, $8.
You know what?
I paid $8. I mean, I want this salad bad, okay? Obviously.
Yeah, I know. I get
Because
it.
when I'm looking, I'm thinking, I'm paying $8 for this
Yeah.
and $7 for this.
And let's be honest, you're probably not going to use it all. You're probably going to throw half of that out. It's going to expire at a date, and those cranberries, well, I don't
Well,
know.
you know what? This is why I could have bought a bigger one, double the size, for $12, which would seem like a deal considering I paid $7.
Yep.
But I thought I'm going to throw half of it out.
That's exactly it.
So, but I was like in shock.
Yeah.
Like the food prices are out of control.
They're out of control. And I don't know how Mr. and Mrs. Consumer are doing it. I just don't know how.
Well, my son and his wife, it's a lot of hamburger. Tacos,
Right.
spaghetti.
That cheap food to make
Yeah.
them. Yeah, they're not having steak and lobster or chicken breasts every day.
You can't.
That can't happen. He's got a family of 2 kids. You got a family of 4 mouths to feed there. Whoa, that's it, right? So, again, it's tough. Let's just see what happens. I'm hoping to, if we just maintain what we have, I think that's going to be great. I don't think this is going to be a robust year. It's sure not going to be a robust quarter, right? Just
No, and like I said, I'm actually kind of shocked at how I didn't expect to see that number, and that's kind of why I wanted to talk about it, because I didn't think it would be that low.
Yeah, and again, we got 20 more days to figure, you know what I mean? We've seen that before where, you know what I mean? But the trend is off right now. I think it's gonna, change for sure. But, next week I looked at the weather, it's not that great. So people may say, well, let's go house looking. I'd be a little worried about sunny days today because people aren't really, they're really enjoying those sunny days right now. And there's not many left coming. I think tomorrow is 19 and rain and lots of it. So, I don't know.
Here we go back to crap again.
Well, that's it, right? It's going to be. And then, looking at those numbers more from at all levels, like all the price ranges are off big time, right? Because I did a video on it this morning on other ranges and they're all off massive, but it's to be expected. When we see the 6 to 7 range off, big time, then we know what the other ones are even higher.
Yeah, it's going to be even worse.
So if you like this content, give it a like, give it a share, smash the follow button for more information on the market, and any questions you have on the Barrie market or Simcoe County, reach out to Dan or myself. And
Drop
even
us
if
a comment.
yeah, comments. And you know what? I've been, as I was telling you earlier today, I'm getting lots of comments. Can you do a video on this market? Can you do a comparison on that market? We like doing those. That's, because not everybody comes up here. People that do come up here a lot of times bring their out of town agent with them. And to me, I'm against that in a way. Yes, they can practice here and they can do what they want, but they don't know the market. They don't know the areas to put people in. Right. And they're not doing the research. And so that could be kind of skewed that way. So, keep watching our channel because we do educate and, let you
Talk
know.
about areas.
It's just it's such a hot topic, right? Where, we're very area specific in what we promote in our community that does well. And that out of town agent just doesn't know the community like we do. So folks, be careful with that. I'm not saying not using them, but I'm saying be careful and
Educate yourself.
educate yourself or interview a couple people. How about that idea?
Yeah,
Or
exactly.
buying side and selling side.
Yeah.
How well the market? What's selling? What's
And another thing people don't realize is you can do a referral. So I know a lot of people, or I've had my own clients who say, well, my agent helped me so much, I don't want to cut them out.
Yeah, I hear that a lot too.
So like, can you work with them, or what can you do? Like you get if another agent from out of town comes in, we still pay them a referral fee. So they still get something. Because,
Absolutely.
and I understand that if somebody's, cut the listing side because they had a problem selling or whatever, and they think, well, they don't want to kind of make them lose their buying commission, right? So,
And and I'm a big fan. I could go list in a different community, feel comfortable with them information. But if someone was going to say, hey, Mark, we want to go buy in Richmond Hill, I'm going to refer it out. I'm going to take the 30 points.
well, I've bought quite a few down in Hamilton actually with people, but they're from Hamilton.
Yeah, so that's different. Yeah, yeah. They know the
They
area.
know the areas. They
Right.
know what's good, what's bad.
Right.
East
Right.
End, West End, downtown. Like they already know that.
Sure. Yeah, it's the ones that don't know, right? Or
The
moving
ones
to
that are moving into the area. Yes, that's
right. Yeah. If you got the help like that, hey, sign me up. I'll do those deals any day of the week.
yeah.
But I just think people should really think through both on we hear a lot of stories on the selling side as being nightmares, but I'm sure there's nightmare. Well, you've experienced a few on the nightmare side where we've listed properties where, oh my God, the agent said it was great. Yeah, he was an out-of-town agent. Of course he's gonna say it's great. It's by the water. Oh, I'm on the shithole of Toronto Street. Like, hello.
I know.
I don't think we got anything more. I think we've kind of
No.
covered, hop on and do a quick video on that. So again, questions, comments, we love them. Okay,
Gracie sees something outside.
let her
A
out.
bunny or something. Something's happening.
Enjoy that.
Okay. We'll talk to you later. Bye.